Oh, yes. Guess who's back? You know my motto. I don't make believe. I make believers, family. I'm back. Drummer boy 1980, hailing from the Carolinas. Columbia, South Carolina to be exact. Hope you're having a good day. If not, you know the old adage. Ask yourself why. And remember, happiness is an inside job and it will always be an internal affair. Well, guys, I'm back. I know I took a hiatus, but you have to understand, everybody need to be rejuvenated. So I took a vacation. I went outside the country for a little while. And then whenever I got back, I got sick for a few days. So here I am now. I'm better and I'm ready to make things pop off like I usually do. All right. Shout out to Cruise Season, Trill AC. Salute to those guys over there doing phenomenal work. I'm gonna call your attention to the screen, guys. Look up.
That even with that added context, it still caters to his point, because the reason that's the case is because generally when men get older, they make more money. Right, so at that older age, women still gravitating to the same things. It's just a different age group.
I hate
so compared to like when you're younger.
Of course, you hate
it's about you being lit. It's about you being desirable. It's about you having money. But when you're older, it's about you having money. And even at that older age, it's still a select few guys that really have money like that. And that's the men that I gravitate to anyway. So if it's a small amount when you're young, it's a small amount when you're old. That caters to what he's saying. You're right.
And it's a guarantee. Forget about the stats that almost every black woman, their first baby daddy was a bum.
It's not. My mom works in finance, and literally, majority of her clients are black, and black men 65 plus. Over 80% of the people that are clients in my mom's brokerage don't even have enough money to retire. So cut the shit. That, when they get older, they have all this money, because they don't. The numbers show it. They don't have life insurance. They don't got a will. Like these clients at mom's brokerage be over 60 and they don't even have enough money to sustain themselves for 3 months. Like, it's like Trill said, whether you're old or young, it's a small amount that got the bag. Let's be honest.
On this point, they are correct, because they are talking about black men, but I'm going to take it a step further. Most people in general, across all demographics, it used to be 2.4 million to retire, but now it's somewhere probably closer to $3 million that you should have for retirement. Most people will not have, and I repeat, most people will not have $3 million in their retirement at the age of 65. And that's just the truth of the matter. You don't have to believe it. You can just leave it alone. It's just that simple, right? So it's not just black men, it's across the whole gambit. All right, let's continue.
Talking about what the women who choose, what the women choose. Whether they got money or not, it's just the women choosing a certain kind of guy that they're attracted to. Whether they're younger or older, women are gravitating towards a certain type of guy. Every guy in the hood that's getting all these girls, some of them is trapping, some of them got money, but some women just want to be around a man because of the aura or his energy or his image. He might have a bag, he might not. A lot of the big homies that's coming home from jail, they come home with nothing, but they come home with like 10 girls though. They ain't got no money, they got a criminal record, and they can't get a job, but they got 10 bad chicks that's waiting to do whatever for them. It's a true story. I know a woman personally. I hope she's not watching, but I know a woman personally.
Don't do it.
That because she liked the guy, she actually went to college for him.
How did
he didn't have no degree. He didn't have nothing. She actually enrolled in school for him, took his courses, and got him a degree. He didn't have no money. If a woman likes you, if she likes your energy, if you have a street vibe that she's attracted to,
she'll do anything for you.
Adjust to it, and she will do whatever she needs to do. So money, it plays into a part to a degree, but if a woman likes you, she'll give you some money. So that money thing don't even really matter. It's do she like the guy or not? Is he lit enough for her? Because there's a lot of guys with money that can't get girls. And there's a lot of dudes with no money, but they tatted up. They street. They got some street cred. They tough. And women are giving them everything.
They're attractive.
That's a fact.
Well, I can't say that I disagree with anything that he just put forth. Women will do anything for a guy that she's attracted to. Any guy that tickle her fancy, if you will. Huh? But now, whenever it comes to that money thing, my advice to you guys, you better have a few dollars. Though I don't want no woman paying for things for me like that. I'm just like that. You can call it funny. You can call it whatever you want to call it. But I believe in having my own. Because the truth of the matter is how can I be a leader whenever that I'm not her financial leader as well? God almighty, no. Did you hear me? Let me repeat that again because some people, it just go right over the head. How can I be her leader without being her financial leader? See, a lot of you guys think a woman can make $250,000 and you can make 60. Now, is it possible? Yes. But will it work? It's possible. But what are the chances? We go by probabilities, not possibilities. You understand that? Let me say that again. Is it possible? It's possible that it could work. But how many women do you think you can pick that make $250,000 and you make $60,000? That everything will just go along smooth and she will follow your every lead and do all that. She will acquiesce to you and kowtow to you without no problem. How many of you think that would work? And that's just one thing. That's just off of the finances. If you say, well, baby, I don't think that we need to do that right now. The first thing she gonna throw in your face, it gonna be all over your face. First thing she gonna say, well, I make more money than you make anyway. So I think it's my choice and my decision to... Need I say more? Speak to his other point. I know guys that have money that are corny. Yes, very much so. Very much so. Now, money is not the end all be all, but it does play a factor. Your goal should be to be a well-rounded person. Not an introvert, not an extrovert, but an ambivert. Be a balance. Just be balanced. All right? Let's move on.
All right.
I think this is, I sent the link, but I think this is still, it says 2022, but then it says 2014.
But just to piggyback on the attention.
Wait, no, this is 2023. So they group it up by race and age. So the 24% is age 20 to 29. Age 30 to 39, it goes up to 62.5%. And then by 40 to 49, it's about 80.5% of men who are black men who are fathers.
I'll tell you what,
in a marriage,
I'll tell you what, just real quick, that I feel like the stat is not, it's not encompassing, right? I think we got to factor in preference and ideal. And what I mean by that is that the older you get, more people start settling. Mm-hmm. I think we need to pay attention to what do people want when they in their prime. When I got my pick of the litter, when I'm young, I'm pretty, I'm lit, I'm who I am. Who do they want then? Because the older you get, that kind of skews. Because you got, you done racked up whatever the case may be, baggage, and now it's just like, okay, I'm more willing to drop my standards and settle for something, but that may not necessarily be what I want. Mm-hmm. So I think that right there can kind of skew those stats a little bit if we're going to keep
a lot of stats can be skewed.
Now, Tria raised a phenomenal point. What do ladies want whenever they in the optimal, the prime? That's the $1 million question, right? From my estimation, from what I have observed with my observable eye and my anecdotal experience, most women don't think long term. They think about living in the moment, what tickles or what get them all giddy at that moment. And a lot of them learned what you want is not necessarily good for you. That's about like vegetables and sugary products, fructose. Huh? And then whenever people come to try to warn you for you can course correct, you put up a fight. The latter years of your life, then you start to see what people was trying to warn you about in those earlier years. So in my estimation, women don't look long term. That's why they need a covering. Somebody to guide you and to help you through this thing called life. And I know y'all probably gonna eat me up in the comment section. But come on and take a bite of me. Because I'm ready for it. I'm built for this. My skin thick. All right? Women do not think long term. What women think about is what's popular. The hip hop crowd. Oh, he just remind me of the rappers, the dope boys. Oh, he's a bad boy. Okay. Have at it. But now don't come back with the hey big head speech whenever that your box done been shipped from FedEx to UPS to 2 men in a truck and DHL and every else place. Don't come back. Because after all, who want a wore out gas bag whenever that the man himself is at his prime? You should have been thinking about that in the earlier years. You understand? Ladies, let me tell you this, and I'm gonna move on. When you in your prime, your best bet is to just go ahead and get you a guy. Lock him down. Lock him down. Don't worry about the white noise and girl, I know one that's better. Don't worry about no hypergamy. You better find the best option as possible, because a lot of you probably, you have the best thing possible, but you give it up for something else because of something called hypergamy. That's the dark side of the game. Hypergamy is the dark side of the game. And what you're doing is keep trying to climb up and you keep going and you keep going. And now you at your best option right here. Oh, but you look around at everybody else, huh? Maybe that I can do better than him. And then you let go of him and try to reach something else. And then you fall all the way down. No more monkey branching. You to the bottom of the barrel at that point. Now you're crying. Now you upset. Couple with kids, bad attitude, scratch marks. Oh, this thing here getting hot. Yes, sir. Got scratch marks all over you. Got somebody else's kids in tow, bringing them to me. And want me to pay for them, but don't want me to discipline. Oh, God. Let me go on. God almighty.
But it's just like they're always throwing up that, there's not a lot of black men who have children, and that is actually a lie. Black men are having children at a very high rate. It's just depending on the age group you want to go by. And they only want to focus on that 20% from age 20 to 29. But black men are definitely having children. And it's not all these Pookie and Ray Rays that's knocking up every black woman that has a child and that's single. That's not true.
No, we ain't saying they Pookie and Ray. We saying that the man with multiple children is still getting multiple women. That's the point. Whether they are Pookie, Ray Ray, or Chad, or Tyrone, the dudes with mad kids are still getting chose by women.
And you know what?
Look at Future. Future tells you he toxic, he do means and all that, and he's still getting women by the droves.
He's a billionaire. Like, you're talking about.
Of course, so that justified because he got money, right?
If a woman is coming for poverty and that's her goal, then those women don't care what it comes with. They just want to get out of poverty, and
but that's most women out here.
Most people in America are in poverty.
That's most people.
But wait, people in America don't have vaginas.
Hold on.
What vaginas are we talking about? Because we got to work to get out of poverty. Y'all don't. So
just real quick. Let's pull money off of the table, because we could break it down to a neighborhood perspective. I know a dude right off the top of my head that's from where we from, not doing as well as we doing, but he got 5 kids, and he just got married, if I'm not mistaken. So, again, those things, when you considered him, You ain't gotta be a millionaire. It's status. Status is just as important as money. Going back to what bro said, he 1,000% right. I know dudes that again may not have been locked up, but he just always had women. Never really had money. Never really had his own car.
But what type of women?
The baddest. The women that y'all say get all the attention. The ones y'all
wives. Were they wives?
But y'all hate to talk about.
They don't need to be a wife.
Talk about that type of.
Let me put some clarity to this thing, guys. What the fella's saying is the gospel. So you are telling me black women as a whole, as a group, all right, or having children out of wedlock to like 70 to 80%, some way along those numbers. So are you telling me that there are 70 to 80% of black men that are fathering those children? Is that what you're saying? Because I can show you something completely different. Because I know a ton of guys that have plenty of baby mamas, a ton. And I know a lot of guys that don't have not one child. I know some thugged out killers. I know some Poindexter Urkels. And I know some in between. I know some that's thugged out that don't have no kids. And then I know some that have a bunch of kids by multiple women. 3, 4, 5 women, 6 women. Now the Poindexters, you might get one that might have a child here or there, but it's not common. Now the guys in between there might have kids here and there, but it's not in tune of 70 to 80%. I'm talking about single men and single women, not married men. See, that's the catch. See, they try to be slick. Single women and single men, black men, right? Go look at the statistics for single black women with children and single black men with children. And you see what the numbers say. And that right there is your homework, all right? And I'm gonna just leave it at that, all right?
Like y'all really,
we just want cooperation. Y'all want to be married. A man don't need a wife. He just need cooperation. A wife can be that, but if I got a woman who down for me, she ain't got to sign nothing.
I think a man benefits from marriage if he gets married, and a man who gets married and has a wife is a man who can thrive a lot and help reach his purpose faster than a man who's wobbling, dabbling.
That's what
everywhere.
You think. You think a man, so let me give you an example. So you got a man that's married, right? He's married, he got a wife, he got a kid, they got the house, they got the white picket fence. You think he getting more from a woman than a dude who ain't married, but he got 4 chicks that's all down for him because he lit?
Hold on. Break that down. What do you mean more?
You think he got a headache. He ain't got no headache. You think he got a bunch of headaches?
So many stories about men and they baby mamas and all the headaches that they go through. Let's not sit here and glorify and try to act like these men with all these baby mamas are living in bliss and they ain't got no headaches and they ain't got no financial problems. They do.
Every dude that got mad chicks don't got children with him. You think every dude that got multiple children, got multiple girls, got children?
I thought that's what we was talking about, the children.
I'm just saying that's one aspect, but a man with multiple options can get way more done than a man with just one wife. And
Ella, you said that a man is looking for cooperation though. And if he's treating that one wife the way there should be within that agreement or relationship that they have, he's getting more cooperation from that one woman than he's getting from playing those 4 women. If that was the case.
But he's not playing them if they cool with it. Y'all think every
they're not. They're not. Those women are not cool with it.
Has to
but they are cool with it.
Ella, having multiple women is super annoying and it's nothing cooperative. It's nothing cooperative about having 3, 4 women. Nothing.
I'm not saying we do it, but we know it happens.
It's not.
What happens?
It happens, but those men are stressed. They think that they're up, but they're really stressed.
It's annoying. There's no cooperation in that. It's not.
All right, let me slide in there, guys. All right, here we go. To each his own, such as it is, right? But I'm going to hit you like this. I am with the persuasion of a man don't need a woman for his purpose, but it will be in his best interest. It will behoove him to have a helpmeet, somebody to assist. Now, I'm coming from a biblical perspective. All right? Let me say that again. A man do not need a woman because Adam was just fine in the garden. But the Lord seen it, and he said it's not good for a man to be what? Alone. So he gave the man a helpmate. Okay, the operative word, ladies, is helpmate. Help, H-E-L-P. Say it with me. H-E-L-P, not L-E-A-D-E-R. What do that spell, kids? Sesame Street? Leader. Not the leader, but a helpmate. Because getting back to what I said earlier, most women look short term, but men generally, a man generally thinks long term. What is best for the long haul, the long run. I'm going to take myself personally. I think about the end game before the beginning. So whenever I am considering a thing, whether it's buying a house, whether it's buying a car, whether it's buying a motorcycle, whether it's buying anything, I'm going to think about how would this benefit the family? Unless it's something personal. But I always think the end game. You understand that? So, ladies, what did we learn? Women are not to lead men. And I know that probably got some of y'all on fire. God almighty. I can feel the heat waves coming up off of you. Mm-hmm. Just get it in your head. It's not your place to lead men. See, the problem is you have this idea about leading a man, and the minute everything go astray and go awry, now you turn around blaming him. But you was in charge, right? So now, you know what adults do, right? They take full accountability, and that's something that you don't like to do, right? Okay, so let the man be a man and do what men do. Take accountability and lead. And you just sit back and assist. Then when anything go wrong and when the wheels come off the apple cart, that's his fault. You say, well, baby, I was following you and I did exactly what you said. Now, granted, you have to allow the man to be human now because he's not perfect. But a man have answers. Did you hear me? I said a man have answers. So just allow him to be human and let him figure it out. All right, let's go.
They be tearing up each other's cars. They be after the
each other's houses.
Like just explained.
Going to each other's jobs, doing the most.
They're trying to get you fired.
Listen, like Trill just
but
said.
what you're saying, Philosophical, supports the point we were talking about earlier. Oh, women just want all this attention. They want attention. Yeah, men want attention too. That's why they always bring up, well, the dudes in the neighborhood that's getting all the girls, and all the other guys is getting all the girls and getting all the attention from all the other women. Like, men secretly want to be that guy. They want to be that guy. They want that attention. They want the girls all over them. They want to be able to have girls at their whim to do what they like and be cooperative with their bullshit. Men want that. They want the same shit that y'all mad that women want. Attention. Everybody want attention.
If he's getting attention is just me looking at you.
Hold on, Ella.
If she's dealing with me, I'm not getting attention. I got her.
Hold on, Ella. It's a difference, Kayla.
That's
the difference is, hold on, it's a difference. The difference is this. We're not sitting around whining, wondering why women are doing this versus doing that.
Yes, they are. That's why the Manosphere was created, because they was mad.
No, that's why.
And that's why they going overseas. And that's why they going overseas, because they're not that guy in this country. So they got to go to
for men. You're not a man.
And their passport will make them that guy. So they can get the same benefits
all I'm saying
that they don't get because they're lazy and whack.
That's what you think. That's not what it is.
Yes, it is. I haven't seen Austin was the only attractive passport bro that I've seen. The rest of them, they don't look. They don't.
I'm talking to millionaire dudes every. Listen, I got millionaire dudes in my DMs who the dudes y'all want. They talking to me. They in my DMs with the bag, with the Rolls Royce and all that. And they telling me the same shit I'm telling you right now. The dudes that's lit that you want, they on the same type of time. And they not leaving because they can't get no women.
So why are they telling you this? Why are they telling you this?
That's not true. Niggas that are lit
because
ain't worried about half the stuff that we're talking about. They in bed with a baddie right now. They not caring about none of this stuff that we're talking about because they ain't got no problems with women.
Because they ain't got no problems with women.
I find it, those are the people that
I find it funny, philosophical, how you lump all women in one bucket, but when it comes to y'all, you want to separate and say, no, not all of us. But you just said the dudes that y'all want are in my DMs talking about y'all. But when you tell the story regarding
why are you talking about y'all? That should just sound crazy. Like, what do you?
Yeah.
What?
No, they telling me what they dealing with. They basically co-signing the stuff I'm saying.
Who's telling somebody in their DM about some women?
They're upset.
Bruh, what are you talking about? We're talking about women right now. I'm talking about.
We're on a panel together with women, though.
They DMing me, telling me like, yo, bro, you on point. My man just went through this. He an NBA player. They basically be telling me how these women be going out their way to deal with these guys that has a certain status, and they put themselves on the line over and over and over and over, regardless of what they know that he's not going to do. They still put themselves in harm's way because he's a lit person. When you
let me introduce y'all to a concept that some of y'all are not familiar with. Women will bend over backwards if she thinks a guy is higher than she is. You understand that? A woman will climb the highest mountain and swim the longest seas and fight off the Loch Ness Monster and Bigfoot and all of them if she think you are higher than she is. Don't make no mistake about it. And most of those guys have multiple women. They have choice. They have options, right? Follow me? Follow me? Now, here comes some guy that might be on her level or might be slightly higher than she is, but he's clingy. He's only focusing on her. And you would actually say, well, what's wrong with that drummer boy? Nothing. Nothing is wrong with it. But she don't see you until later on in life. Later on. Because a woman is not attracted to a man that's only attracting her. She want a man that other women want. You understand that concept? She wants a man that the other women is pining over, is coming after. Why? Because that gives her status. She can show off in the front of everybody else. And don't make no mistake about it. And I'm not going to make no bones about it. Women love to show out in the front of their girlfriends. And we all know that. That man come and pick you up in that Cadillac Escalade Platinum. And he picking you up from the office or somewhere like that. Or he coming driving a Porsche or something. Or a S580. Yeah. A Range Rover. He pull up to pick you up and your girl see you. Boy, they just love that. God almighty. They love that now. Huh? And y'all know I ain't lying. So guys, quit being so needy. Just quit being so needy all the time. Begging and grappling. Because what it's doing is actually chick repellent. It's God almighty. You heard me, didn't you? It's chick repellent. Most of the time, if you just talk to a woman but don't give her no kind of play, she actually will start looking at you different, because what she is accustomed to is guys running up to her begging, just like how you doing, begging and grappling up at her feet and, oh baby, you the most beautiful thing I ever seen in the world and you so exquisite. And yeah, she hear that all the time. But how about the football player that have many chicks? That's the guy that she want. If you can't be the football guy, if you can't be the basketball player, if you can't be the top dog, top G. You might just have to be the top doctor, the lawyer, the engineer, the manager at Walmart. But you have to learn how to carry it, though. You understand? And I don't want to get too far off into the woods. You have to maximize where you're at and build up your confidence, because confidence will attract a lot of things that one would think that is nearly impossible. But confidence will work magic, man. I'm trying to tell you, confidence will work magic. Believe that or leave it alone, all right? But quit begging over, quit begging and grappling and just stop that. Just stop.
You already know that, though.
I got one last question.
Do that same thing.
The difference between what Kayla is saying that men are doing.
Okay, y'all both talking.
Dealing with the same IG baddies over and over and over and over, and now they mad. When they could have had the nice, wholesome girl that works at Bank of America, the 7 that would have been loyal to do all that, but they want the lit bitch on Instagram. So they keep dealing with her, and then they want to complain on why she acting like this and why she acting like that. Like, listen.
Most dudes don't want the lit girl. They want to have sex with the lit girl. Most dudes will take a regular girl. Most dudes will take a regular. See, y'all don't know the difference between I want to have fun with you and I want to wife you. That's your problem. Most people do not want the lit girl. They just want to have fun with the lit girl.
But philosophical, we would know the difference if these men were actually marrying women.
But we don't need to marry women to be happy. You need to marry a husband to be happy.
Okay, philosophical. I think you got to say, I don't need to marry a woman to be happy.
Most dudes don't want
to. I don't think you, because I don't think you're in a position. Hold on, philosophical.
Most men do not want to get married in today's economic climate, today's political climate, the way the laws are against men. Most men do not want to get married.
You're going to get yourself a heart attack.
You're not really creating any space to make women want to be like good and wholesome and all of that. Because you're saying like most men don't want to get married. Most men don't want to be monogamous.
So you got to be wholesome.
Are not really looking for that. So what's the incentive for a woman who is doing the right things that will have to be alone?
Define the right thing. But define the right thing. Would you say it is?
What is the incentive for her to keep doing that? If you keep saying that men don't want marriage, and men don't want that,
y'all don't.
Hold up. I need to just go ahead and just dismantle this lie. Where are all of these good, wholesome women at? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Because according to the marriage statistic, who leave marriages? Huh? I can't hear nothing. Deafening silence. Who leave marriages? 70 to 80%, upwards to 90% of the time. So somebody marrying somebody. But as of today, in today's climate, black women as a whole is not marriage material. I feel down in my heart, down in my soul, that you have more men that's marriageable versus the women. You can take the average man that work at FedEx, make $40,000 to $60,000, right? In the South. And the average woman will look at him and say that he's not good enough. Off of the money component alone. And that speaks to a deeper issue. Because the internet, social media, have her eye and have her ears and have her mind and have her heart. Therefore, she can't be pleased by anything that doesn't resemble that. You understand? And then you have to deal with all of these attitude issues. You ain't gonna tell me what to do and all this old crazy stuff. And I'm not gonna blame feminism. I am gonna blame you for accepting and practicing feminism. Because just because somebody throws something out there doesn't mean that I have to practice. Just because I give you whore clothes doesn't mean you have to go put them on, right? Just because I give you lipstick and putty to put on your face doesn't mean you have to go apply it. Maybelline. Just because I put liquor out there for you doesn't mean you have to go drink it. Even though they create the condition for you and make it conducive for you to do so. Just because you want to have sex all wily and nasty and be just so loose with your for JJ doesn't mean you have to have children. All of these contraceptives. And what do? You use abortion as a means to end. You know what I'm saying when I say a means to an end. You nothing short of a murderer. And I said that, and I mean every last word. You use abortion as birth control. And let me say this, and I'm gonna move on. And you saying that these men won't marry these women? I don't blame them. Because you have to shuffle through a lot of malarkey and foolishness to find one good one. And I will advise any young man, take your time. Do not just up and just marry no woman. Vet that woman from 7 ways to Sunday. Vet her. Put her in all kind of situations to make sure that she's fireproof and battle tested. Huh? God almighty, no, this microphone, this thing here red. I can't help it. And you said that men should marry these women? Or you out of your mind? I don't think they should marry them because I think women need to do better as a whole. I'm talking about the black women at this point. Need to do better as a whole. Because if it was just black men, white men would be marrying you more. The Asian men would be marrying you more. Men of other races would be marrying you more. But there is no success there in large numbers. If that was the case, so undoubtedly something else is at play. And what is at play? Because you are out of order. You are out of control. You don't want to be told what to do. And the only man that will quench that thirst you have is the one you treat the worst, the one you bludgeon over the head, the one that you try to circumvent, the one that you try to rule over. And that's why you keep falling. But that's for a deeper conversation. But I'm gonna move on.
I said he's not
married, Taylor.
Like he is.
Still want marriage.
Because you're not listening, because you don't understand why. You don't care why. It's the why that you
fuck it. Like,
so Illa, can I ask a question?
You already said fuck it, but you don't understand why.
But what you're saying is there's no incentive really for the women because you're saying these men don't want to be married. They don't want to marry.
Why don't they want to be married?
Let her talk.
But let her talk, bro. Don't want to marry women. What is the incentive for women to preserve themselves and stay at home?
The question I'm asking you is, why don't they
answer her question, bro?
What is the incentive?
Are you a woman or you a man, bro? Let her talk.
No, but I'm asking you
this question.
What is the incentive? Like I was saying, why should I stay home and preserve myself when you telling me that y'all niggas don't want to marry women? Why should I stay at home being miserable? Why not go outside and be
talking about men and women. I didn't say bees. So we ain't got to say niggers and all that.
No, but just answer my question really fast.
I'm going to answer your question.
Okay.
What you don't realize is you're not dealing with the why. In an ideal scenario, where the laws is accurate, where the laws is on our favor, where we're actually heard in court, where we're actually respected in society, when a woman can't just say anything she want to say about a man and he gets arrested, yeah, a man will want to be married. But in today's social climate, a man would rather have a companion in a relationship than a legal wife. I don't know what part of that don't you understand. We're not saying a man don't want to deal with women.
From all these women. Oh, sorry.
I'm going to cut off right there, guys, because they're going to be a part 2 to this for sure. And it might come tomorrow, all right? To answer Kayla's question, the guy did a pretty good job of answering that question because today's laws are 100% anti-male. It's like if I already have something and I don't get a prenup, that woman is gonna rake me over the coals. And these laws are antiquated and outdated, in my humble opinion. Do I think that the woman should leave without nothing? Absolutely not. But let's be fair to both parties and not placate to one side. Okay? And let me speak to something else that Kayla said. Why should a woman reserve herself and not play like a man? That is self-explanatory, Kayla. Because you're not a man. You don't operate in the same capacity as a male. Your psyche is not that of a man. A man can have sex with 500 women and don't feel nothing. You can't have sex with no 500 men and don't feel anything. And if you do, your femininity is gone. And that's a dangerous place as well. Your psyche is completely decimated and eradicated at that point. There is a dark side what most women don't tell other women about. You go talk to some stomped down hoes and really get the game from them. They too will tell you that there is a dark side to sleeping with a bunch of men. Now, I'm not saying it's right for a man to do it, but a man have more leeway because we don't think and we don't feel the same way as a woman. Now, you can go have sex, but it's going to come with some tall, steep hills, some steep precedents. God almighty. And then you actually going to be in this dark abyss, hollowed out place, wondering, what have I done? Why do I feel this way? And it has been proven the more men women sleep with, the more bipolar and schizophrenic a woman becomes. Google that. The more erratic and foolish a woman becomes, simply because she have had all of those encounters with males. Because no matter how you want to paint the picture, those males are still there. Consciously or subconsciously. And with that being said, guys, you know what I need y'all guys to do. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me, guys. I'm trying to get to 10,000 subscribers shortly. Help me out, all right? Click it. Hit the like button. Hit the share button. Comment, family. Let's engage, all right? Hit the Cash App. You see it, Drummer 1980. You also can support my channel by going to the super thanks located directly under the video, guys. And like how I always tell y'all guys, peace, blessings, and much success to all of y'all. And until next time, peace. And remember, there is more.